Hi, in this video we are going to go through the account creation process for Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Service is a cloud platform, and to start using the managed offerings and the managed services or infrastructure like compute, storage, hardware or anything, you need to first create an AWS account. Uh, One of the myths there is that AWS account creation is a difficult process and it is a time consuming process, but that is actually incorrect. In this video, we are going to go through all the steps and we are going to go through with screenshots, and I'm going to walk you through everything till the time we actually create the account and also log into the account to get to the management console. This is the first step in your cloud journey. So if you're a developer or a person who is wanting to learn cloud, or if you're someone who is a business for production workloads, everything starts here. So this is a simplest step by step guide that you will see. So let's get started. The first step is go to aws.amazon.com. Go to that website. Once you go to that website, that is the website for AWS, you will see at the top right corner there is a create an AWS account in the orange button, right? So we have to click down. You are going to come up to the sign up page. In the sign up page, the first thing, don't look at the form, but what I want you to look at is the thing that is mentioned on the left hand side. AWS accounts include 12 months of free tier access. The biggest blocker, I think, is clicking on that button, and people don't read this or don't understand this, from what I understood from a lot of people who ask me. So AWS by default gives a huge free tier access to all its services also. So if you are creating, that doesn't mean that you are going to get charged, and we are going to talk about that in subsequent slides. But AWS accounts include 12 months of free tier access. So once you come to this page, you have to give your email address, set a password and confirm the password, and your account name. Click on the continue button. Then you come to this page where they ask you for your contact information. Depending on whether you are a professional or you are a personal, you are creating it for your personal use. Give your full name, phone number, country or region where you are from, address, city, state, postal code. These are all the information about you. These are important so that AWS, if there is, they can reach out to you. AWS is one of the most secured services out there, and if you have ever shared anything with anyone, like you have shared it with Facebook and you have shared it with multiple other companies, this is probably one of the most secure places that you are going to share, and not going to be used for any kind of mass marketing or kind of those kind of campaigns. So it's very targeted and it's specifically for your AWS account. So once you give these details, click on the create account and continue button at the bottom of the page. Once you click on that, you come to the payment information. Now this is again one of the blockers that I feel people come to this page and then turn back. The first thing, don't look at the form. I want you guys to read the first part. We use your payment information to verify your identity and only for usage in excess of the AWS free tier limits. Will not charge you for usage below the free tier limits. So basically, even if you create an account, you provide your payment details, you give everything, you are not going to get charged. Not only if you are going to use it, but unless you exceed the free tier limit. And the free tier limits for AWS are quite generous because those are for obviously workload management, and for production purposes, if you want to learn, you can learn almost everything mostly under the free tier service itself. So giving the credit card information doesn't mean that you are going to get charged or in any way possible, because that is the from my years, at least more than 8 or 10 years experience of AWS, I've never ever got any kind of a downward service from them. And obviously it is from Amazon, which is the world's most customer centric company, right? They call it themselves. So it's a trusted company, it's a global company, and if you have shared your card details with anyone in the world, probably this is one of the safest places that you can share. Just think of it in that way, and you are not going to get charged even for usage unless you breach the free tier access. So what you have to give is, you have to give your credit or debit card number, expiration date, cardholder's name, billing address, which are pretty standard. Click on the verify and add button below. Once you click on that, you come to the confirmation page. In the confirmation page, they basically ask you for your phone number, where they'll be providing a text message or a voice call to verify your phone number. So you have to provide the country code, the cell phone number, and the security check, the captcha. You have to provide the correct captcha, and then click on the send SMS. That button is because I have selected the text message option for verification. You can also click on the voice call option, so it will give you a voice call. So click on the send SMS button. Once you click on the send SMS button, you are going to get a SMS on your phone, or you are going to get a call depending on what option you are choosing. Once you get that, the next page, basically it's a pop-up. It will ask you for the verification code. The verification code is a 4-digit code, but it might change. I mean, this is at the time of when I am taking the video, but whatever is the verification code, you have to provide the code. It might take some time, like they have mentioned, it might take up to 10 minutes for you to get the verification code, depending on which part of the world you are accessing AWS and creating the account from. But from my experience, I have done it from multiple places in US, in India, so and in different states and cities within these countries. So I mean, I have received these probably within seconds. So these are pretty fast. Once you get them, share the 4-digit or 6-digit whatever verification code, and then click on the verify code button that you see at the bottom. Once you click on the verify code button, you are done. Your account is created, and that is basically it. So this is like probably in 2 minutes you can create your AWS account and get your cloud journey started. Once it's done, your identity is verified successfully, you click on the continue button. Once you click on the continue button, you come to a page where it asks you to create a plan. You see the first plan is the free plan. So it's a free plan, and you obviously, if you are someone who is wanting to use AWS for learning purposes, start your cloud journey, or even for very small testing kind of purposes, if you want to just try out a computer, a storage, or DynamoDB tables or something like that, free tier is most likely going to suffice your use case, unless it's a proper developer use that you are thinking of, or a production use case. So depending on your use case, select the plan. If you're new, I would suggest click on the free button. So whatever plan you want, select that plan, click on that button. Once you click on that button, your plan is selected, and then you are basically moving into personalizing your account. You cannot, it's up to you. I have done it depending on, because I also want to know a lot of details about AWS to keep me updated and all those things, depending, and they say in these kind of informational guides and things of that. So because it's a complete developer experience, right? It's managed infrastructure, it's completely technical. So in that way, and there are very good articles. AWS is one of the pioneers of the software industry, and definitely the first and the most mature cloud platform. So they also not only about AWS but also about standard software engineering practices. So I have given, but if you don't want, it's up to you. It's not mandatory. But if you want to give, you can give your role, your what you are interested in, and there will be a host of areas that you are interested in, and that will be curated for your purpose, and they will send you articles and different kinds of guides for you to get your cloud journey started. But once this is done, now your account is created, plan is set up, information, everything is done. Now you can sign into your account. You can see the sign into the console. There are two buttons, one on the top right corner, the orange button, also a light yellowish color button. So it's the same thing, you can click on any one of those. Once you click on that, you come to this page. When you come to this page, remember the username and the email address that you created the account from. You have to give your root user to go into the account first, because you haven't yet created an IAM user. Once you go inside the account, and then you can create an IAM user, because an AWS account can be used by multiple developers of your team, for example, or multiple co-workers. So you can create different AWS IAM users, and their credentials will be separate for them. So that can be done. But for now, since this is the first time that you have created, select your root email address and click on next, and give your password. And then what you will come to is the AWS management console. This is the landing page of AWS. A couple of things that I want to show you here. The first things that you will see are the AWS services that you recently visited if you have already logged into this account. If you already have an account, if you have not, you can click on the all services button, and you will see that you will see all the services that are there in AWS, and you can click on any of the services to go inside that specific service page. Apart from that, in the top menu bar, if you see, you can also click one of the services from the top blue colored services drop down. You can create resource groups. On the right hand side, you have a notification button. One part that I have blurred is your account name, your account username. The region, AWS is there in several regions. I think there are more than 25-30 regions today. So which region? I am currently in US, so I do it in US West 2 region, but you can select whatever region where which is comfortable for you. And you can also go to the support page where you can have multiple cases for support. You can create new cases, or you can reach out to AWS support for any kind of purposes. The part that I have blurred is the account. So when you click on that, you can go to the account information. The information, remember, that you had created, you can change those, like for example your name or account, or your billing information, or things of that sort. So that is basically it. In a matter of 2 to 5 minutes, you can get your cloud journey started. Create an account, that is the first step. Do it with a free tier access, because AWS free tier access is probably one of the best, and I would definitely recommend everyone to use that. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully this was useful, and hopefully this will get you started on your cloud journey.